far out at the quiet edge of the night, where the stars drift slow as falling snow, there is a small, warm station called Starhollow. And tonight, the keeper is lighting the lamps in the greenhouse deck. You don't have to stay awake for any of this. You don't have to follow along or remember a single word or arrive anywhere at all. Just let my voice and the soft, warm light drift slowly past you, the way the stars drift past the glass. Take one slow breath in and let it go. Let the day loosen its hold on you now. Let your shoulders soften and lower and sink. There is nowhere you need to be tonight, and nothing left for you to do but rest. And now, with the first lamp lit behind you, you step in through the round glass door of the greenhouse deck, out of the cool dark of the corridor, into warm, green-smelling air and the small gold glow of a single oil lamp among the leaves. The door settles closed behind you without a sound, and the warmth folds around you like a held breath. The warmth reaches you first, before anything else. It comes from the low vents along the floor, where the station keeps its growing things cozy through the long night, and it rises around you slow and even, with no edge to it at all. You feel it on the backs of your hands. You feel it move up your arms. You feel it ease in under your collar and settle along your shoulders, and the small tightness you have been carrying there, without quite knowing you carried it, begins to give. There is nothing here to brace against. The warmth simply arrives and stays and asks nothing of you in return. Then the sound comes, low and rounded and far away. Beneath everything, under the floor, under your feet, there is the soft, steady hum of the station. The sound Starhollow has made for longer than anyone can remember. The sound of something running gently and well. You feel it more than you hear it. A warm, low note that comes up through the soles of your feet and rests in your chest. And woven through it, smaller sounds. The slow tick of warm water moving in a pipe somewhere in the wall. The faint settle of a leaf shifting its own weight. And now and then, very soft, the smallest slip of moisture finding its way down the inside of the high glass. None of it is sharp. None of it is sudden. Every sound in here is the rounded kind, the kind that smooths itself out before it reaches you, and you let each one go as soon as it comes. And the smell. The smell is the deep green smell of a place that grows things. Wet soil just turned, dark and cool and faintly sweet. The clean bitterness of stems, the particular green of ferns that is almost the smell of rain. And threaded through all of it, thin and low, the sweetness of the night blooming flowers, which only let go their scent when the light goes soft, the way it is soft now. You breathe it in slowly, and the breath goes deeper than you meant it to, all the way down, the way breath does in a room full of leaves. And you let it out, slower still, and a little more of the day leaves you with it. Only now does the seeing come, and it comes soft, like a wash, not like a thing you have to look at. The greenhouse deck is small and round, and grown thick with green, and it curves gently to follow the round shape of the station. Ferns spill from clay pots and from baskets hung on chains, their fronds soft and dark in the lamplight. There are tall plants and low ones, broad flat leaves fine feathery ones, and trailing things that pour down from shelves overhead. In the middle of it all, on a low wooden bench worn smooth with years, stands the single oil lamp, and its gold light spreads out into the leaves and grows softer the further it travels, so that the far ends of the deck fade gently into a warm, blurred dark, and above you and all around you, the curved walls are made of glass, pane on pane set in dark frames, and beyond the glass there is the deep blue of space, not a cold blue, a soft one, a deep indigo like the last color of evening, and scattered across it, still and steady, a field of quiet stars. They do not flicker. They do not fall. They simply hang there, far away and patient, while Starhollow drifts among them, slow as a leaf on still water. There is a place for you to sit. Near the lamp, a deep chair, worn soft over many years, with a blanket folded over the back of it, warm from the vent nearby. You lower yourself into it now and feel it take your weight, and feel the give of it as it meets you and holds the shape of you, the way a chair does when it has held many tired travelers before. You draw the warm blanket over your knees. Let your back find the back of the chair. Let your head rest, if it wants to. Feel the warmth of it now. Feel where your body meets the seat, and the gentle pull of the floor beneath your feet. Let your hands rest loose and open in your lap. Let your jaw unclench. Let the small muscles around your eyes go soft and still. Take one more slow breath here, in this warm and growing place, and let it go, longer than the last. And let your shoulders come down once more, and your hands go loose, and the whole long day go so quiet behind you. There is nowhere you need to be. There is nothing you need to carry. You are simply here, for now, in the greenhouse deck, while the keeper tends the lamps and the stars hold still beyond the glass. The keeper moves somewhere among the leaves, slow and unhurried, lighting the last of the lamps. You catch the soft scrape of a match and the brief, small flare of it, and then a new warmth blooms in a far corner, gold against the green. The keeper has tended this place for a very long time and tends it the same way every night. He's in no hurry at all, glad of the quiet, glad you have come. None of it is hurried. None of it is for anything but the plants and the night and the keeping of small things warm. Now you may let yourself drift here, through the long, warm middle of the deck, without going anywhere at all. The chair holds you, and the blanket holds you, and your mind may wander slow among the leaves, while your body stays soft and still. There is nothing to follow. There is nothing to remember. If your thoughts drift off entirely and you lose the thread of my voice, that is well. That is right. That is the whole purpose of this warm green place. You will lose nothing at all. Close beside the chair, on the bench, within easy reach of the lamp, there is a watering can. It is copper, gone soft and dark with age, dented a little along one side, and it has done its work for the evening, and now it sits gone cool. The keeper filled it earlier and carried it slow along the beds and tipped it gently over the dark earth. And now the work is done and the can rests. You can see at the very lip of its long curved spout, where the last of the water has gathered, one slow drop. It hangs there, round and full and gold lit, hurry to fall. It catches the lamplight and holds a tiny, warm gleam at its heart. And it does not fall. It only gathers, slowly, the way the smallest things gather when no one is rushing them. And it waits, the way you can wait now, with nothing pressing on you at all. The copper has gone cool to the touch. The heat of the warm water long gone out of it, and it sits there quiet and useful and at rest, its night's work behind it. You find, without meaning to, that you are waiting with it, not impatiently, not for anything, only resting your attention on that small gold drop, the way you might rest a hand on something warm. And your breathing has begun, all on its own, to go slow and even, in and out, like water finding its level. Let it. There is nothing to do here but breathe and be warm, and let the greenhouse hold you in, slow, with the warm green air, and out, slower, into the quiet, in, and the leaves are still, and out, and they are still. There is so much time here. There is more time than you could ever need. Let your eyes wander, slow and unfocused, across all the soft growing things close beside you. In a wide, shallow bowl, a fern is uncurling one new frond. It is the youngest thing in the room. Not long ago, it was a tight green coil, wound close as the inside of a shell. And tonight, so slowly that you could watch it for an hour and not catch it moving, it is opening, one small spiral easing loose, one fine frond reaching gently out into the warm air, the way a sleeper deep in rest will sometimes loosen a hand that was held closed all day. It is slower than watching, if you held your eyes on it for a long, patient while, you would not be able to see it move. And yet it is moving. It is opening. One fine green segment easing out from the curl, and then the next, in a spiral that loosens by degrees, too small to catch. It does not strain. It does not hurry. It opens at exactly the pace it is meant to open, which is the pace of growing things, which is no pace at all that the eye can follow. And there is something in watching a thing unhurry itself that lets you unhurry too. You don't have to see it finish. It will go on opening long after you have stopped looking, long after you have drifted somewhere warmer and softer still. The lamp gives off its low gold light, and the warmth comes up gently through the floor, and you settle a little deeper into the chair. Feel again the warmth on the backs of your hands. Feel the weight of your arms, gone heavy and easy at your sides. Feel your feet resting flat, and the slow hum of the station coming up through them. Nothing here needs your attention. The plants are tended. The lamps are lit. The night is wide and quiet and going nowhere. And so, for now, are you. Beyond the fern, the bench runs the long curve of the wall, and along it, all in a quiet row, are the night blooming things. By day, they keep their petals folded close, pale and shut against the brightness, and by lamplight, in the warm dark, they open. There is one with petals the color of cream and old gold, wide as your two open hands, and the soft scent of it reaches you now, just barely, sweet and low and clean. There is one like a small white star on a long dark stem. There is one no bigger than a thimble, deep violet at its heart, that you would never notice at all if the lamp did not catch it just so. in their own slow time, petal by petal, each one in its own hour, none of them waiting on the others, none of them late. They simply open when they are ready, and tonight they are ready, and the warm air of the deck fills slowly with their gentle scent. You let it move through you, in and out with your breath, and with each breath you grow a little heavier, a little warmer, a little more willing to stay. The keeper takes up the cool copper can again and begins, without hurry, to go along the bench, giving each plant a little water. You hear it, the soft tilt and pour, the patter of it into the dark soil, a small bright sound and then quiet, a small bright sound and then quiet, moving slowly down the row and away from you. There is no rush in it. There is no end to reach. The keeper has all the night there is, and so do you. And when the last plant in the row has had its drink, the can is set down again on the wood, with the small, dull note of copper meeting bench, and the quiet folds back over everything, deeper than before. Let your attention rest for a while on the broad, flat leaves nearest the lamp, the ones that catch the most of the gold. They are still, so still that you might think them carved, were it not for the faintest, slowest stirring as the warm air moves around them, a rise and a settle so small you can barely name it. The warm air gathers under the floor and rises through the beds and pools up around the leaves and slips at last out through that finger's width of open window high in the dome, and circles back and rises again, a slow, slow turning of the air that the deck has made for itself, the way a sleeping thing makes its own warmth. You needn't watch it. You needn't trace it. You need only let your own breath fall into the same long measure, in slow as the warm air rises, and out slower as it settles in, and the leaves lift the least amount, and out, and they settle again. Feel your chest rise with them and fall. Feel your shoulders already low. Go a little lower. There is so much time here. There is more time than you could ever need, and none of it is asking to be used. Let your eyes come down now, slow, from the broad leaves to the dark soil in the beds, where the keeper has just watered. It is rich and even and damp, raked smooth, holding the lamplight in a soft, low sheen here and there, where the water still beads on the surface. Small green shoots stand in it, evenly spaced, each one small, each one quiet, each one doing the one slow thing it does, which is to grow by a measure too fine for any eye. Nothing in the soil is hurried. Nothing is late. The water soaks down through it slowly, finding the roots in its own time, and the roots take it up in their own time, and the whole dark, patient business of growing goes on beneath the surface, where no one can watch, and asks for nothing, and gives no sign. And it is good to rest your tired mind on a thing like that, a slow, sure, hidden work that needs none of your help and none of your worry. That will go on just as well while you sleep as while you wake. Now watch the lamplight where it lies across the leaves. If your eyes are still open, and if they are not, you needn't open them. See how the gold gathers in the broad, flat leaves and slips green through the fine, feathery ones. See how it pools on the wet stone of the floor and shines, and how the shadows of the ferns lie soft and still across it, is not moving, because nothing in here is moving quickly enough to make a shadow stir. The flame in the lamp stands almost still in the windless air, a small, steady tongue of gold, leaning the very least amount, this way, and then that way, as if it too were breathing, slow and even, in and out, in time with you. There is your breath, and there is the flame, and there is the low hum under the floor, and there is nothing else you need to mind at all. And above you, the trailing plants pour down from their high shelves in long, soft fronds, almost still, swaying the very least amount in the slow turning of the warm air, the way long grass sways underwater when the water is calm. The lamplight climbs partway up into them and then gives out, so their lower lengths hang gold, and their higher reaches fade gently into the warm dark near the glass. You let your gaze rise slowly along one of them, from where it nearly brushes the floor, up and up through the deepening green, until it loses itself in the shadow at the top. And there is something in the slow climb of the eye that draws a slow breath up with it, all the way in to the very top. And then the eye comes down again, slow, frond by frond, and the breath comes with it, all the way out to the very bottom, and rests there. Try it once more, if you like, up the long green frond, slow, breathing in, and down again, slower, breathing out, and feel, as the breath goes out, how your whole body settles that little bit further into the chair, the way the lowest fronds settle nearest the warm floor, heavy and easy and home. Somewhere above you, a leaf lets go a single bead of water it had been holding. You hear it fall onto a broad leaf below, a soft, flat tap, and then slide, and gather, and fall again, lower, and again, lower still, down through the green by little stages, slower each time, until at last it reaches the soil and is gone and is quiet. And it seems to you, half dreaming already, that your own thoughts are doing the same, that whatever was on your mind when you came in is sliding down through you the way that water slid down through the leaves, by little stages, slower each time, with nowhere it needs to be, until it reaches some soft, dark floor in you and soaks in and is gone and is quiet. Let them go. Those thoughts, you do not need to chase them down or hold them up. Let them slide and gather and fall and soak away into the warm dark. There will be time enough tomorrow for whatever needs your hands. Tonight, you are only here, is in the warm green light, breathing slow, up where the glass curves over to make the roof, high above the leaves. A single moth has come to rest, a pale gray moth, wings folded soft as ash, asleep against the dark pane, with the whole field of still stars behind it. It came in earlier through some small open gap, drawn by the low gold lamp, the way moths are. And now it has found its warm place against the cool glass and gone still. It does not stir. It does not beat at the light. It has simply settled where it is, high and safe and quiet, between the warmth of the greenhouse and the great soft dark beyond. And there it sleeps, undisturbed, wings shut like two pale petals, a small wild thing that has stopped its fluttering and found the still place and gone quiet in it. You can see it just barely at the soft edge of the lamplight, the faint pale shape of it, perfectly at rest, and you feel a little like that moth now, warm on one side, the soft dark on the other, held in between, asking for nothing, and slowly letting go. The breath comes slower now, all on its own. In and out. You needn't count it. You needn't follow it. Your body knows how to breathe, and your body knows how to rest. And you may hand the whole of it over now to the warm air and the soft chair and the low gold light, and simply let go. Feel how heavy your arms have become. Feel how your legs have gone loose and easy beneath the warm blanket. Feel your whole weight sinking, slow, into the give of the chair, the way the water sank into the soil, by little stages, slower each time. The keeper moves among the plants again, gentler than before, a leaf touched lightly to feel if it is dry, a small turn of a pot to bring a pale shoot a little nearer the lamp, a trailing vine lifted back over its shelf where it had begun to slip, a small wooden window high in the dome, eased open a finger's width to let a breath of cooler air slip in among the warm, and you feel it arrive, the faintest cool thread winding down through the green, gone almost as soon as it comes, and the warmth closing softly over the place where it was. None of these small acts is hurried. None of them is for any reason but the quiet keeping of the place. And none of them asks anything of you except that you rest here in the middle of them while they go on. Below the sleeping moth, the leaves hold their green stillness, and the copper can hold its single slow drop, and the young fern holds its slow uncurling, and the pale flowers hold their soft open faces to the lamp, and the stars beyond hold their places in the dark. Everything in the greenhouse deck is doing the slow, gentle, unhurried thing it does at night, and nothing is doing anything more than that. You are part of it now. Your slow breath, your loose hands, your heavy, easy arms, your weight sunk warm into the chair. You belong here among the resting things, just as much as the moth, just as much as the fern, and the deck holds you exactly the way it holds all of them, without effort and without end. Drift here as long as you like. There is nothing you can miss. The leaves will still be still. The drop will still hang gold at the spout. The flowers will still be open, and my voice will still be here, soft and low, whenever you drift back near it. And now, just for a while, let us go round the warm room once more, slower still, touching only the soft things we have already seen. Nothing new, nothing to learn, only the same gentle places. The way you might walk a garden you know by heart. In the dark, sure of every turn. Here is the warm chair beneath you, and the blanket over your knees, and the weight of you sinking softly into both. Feel it hold you. Once more, let your hands lie open. Let your breath go slow. Here is the low gold lamp on its worn wooden bench, with its small, steady flame leaning the least amount. In and out, breathing slow and even, in time with you. Here is the copper watering can, gone cool now beside the lamp, its night's work done. That one last slow drop still gathered at its spout, still gold, still in no hurry. you its patience. There is no need to finish anything tonight. There is no need to fall faster than you fall. You may hang here, soft and full and unhurried, in the warm gold light, for as long as the drop hangs, which is as long as you like. Here is the young fern in its shallow bowl, beside the chair, still uncurling that one new frond, slower than watching, opening by degrees too fine to catch. It is still opening. It will go on opening all through the night, gently, while you sleep, asking nothing, finishing nothing, simply growing on at the soft, slow pace of all growing things. And you may grow softer too, breath by breath, sinking by degrees too fine to catch, down and down into the warm dark. Here are the night blooming flowers along the bench, cream and gold and violet and white, their soft, sweet scent still moving in and out of you with each slow breath. And here, high on the curved glass, is the pale gray moth, wings folded, fast asleep, with the whole field of still stars behind it. There is nothing it needs to do but sleep. There is nothing you need to do but sleep. The two of you and the leaves and the lamp and the slow gold drop, all at rest together in the long warm middle of the night. And here, beneath it all, is the low, warm hum of Starhollow, the sound of something running gently and well, carrying you slowly through the soft dark. There is a deep comfort in a sound that never changes, never rises, never asks to be noticed. It is simply there, the way the warmth is there, the way the green smell is there, the way the still stars are there beyond the glass. You can lean your whole weight on the steadiness of it. You can let it carry you comes slower still now. In and out. And you needn't do anything at all, but let it go on by itself. The way the stations hum goes on by itself. The way the leaves go on giving back their warmth by themselves. The keeper crosses the room one last time, quiet as the moth, drawing the night gently to its close. A leaf brushed lightly in passing, a pale flower touched where it has opened wide, and then a slow hand reaches to one of the far lamps and turns it down. By degrees, so the gold light there dims and softens, and the green folds gently down into shadow, complete and kind, and the greenhouse grows a shade dimmer and a shade warmer and a shade more like sleep. None of this is magic. It is only warmth and quiet and a slow voice in a green place, the oldest soft things there are. But you may feel the day let go of you all the same. Here in the dimming light, with the drop still gathered at the spout, and the frond still slowly opening, and the moth still soft against the glass, and the still stars holding their places beyond. You need do nothing more. You need not even listen. Just rest here in the last warm glow, with the slow hum beneath you and the slow stars above, and let yourself sink and sink and sink, the way the water sank into the soil, all the way down into sleep. The keeper turns the last lamp down low, and Starhollow drifts on into the dark, quiet and warm, with you safe